In an ideal world, you can simply put your faith in a leader, expert, or institution and turn your brain off. Someone smart, certified, or honorable. After all, it's impossible to be an expert on everything at the same time. Your time is finite. Ideally, you can just inherit your beliefs about the world from the expert class and focus on your work or niche. But if your experts, institutions, or leaders become untrustworthy, and you maintain your old attitude of trusting them blindly, you will be misled. If you find yourself in a situation where you no longer have faith in leaders, it becomes vital that you do your own thinking, despite its difficulty. Otherwise, you risk being enslaved. Navigating general uncertainty is stressful and difficult, but not impossible. When you are stripped of opportunity to buy into one source, absorb multiple sources, create multiple versions of reality, and assign probabilities to each one based on the evidence stack. Don't focus on individual heroes or champions. Try to focus on systems, policies, and outcomes. Free yourself of groupthink and constellations of beliefs. Keep the context problem in mind. Try not to identify with your beliefs and be prepared to shift your opinion if you receive new data. This is both more difficult and more honorable than simply believing whatever expert or institution is telling you to believe. Mental slaves, in the best case, are correct with no credit to them. My dad is better than your dad thinking is childish and dishonorable. Only in a utopian society where all people in power, all experts, and institutions are perfectly benevolent is this a more effective way of thinking. And even in that case, it's about as respectable as being born into wealth. You inherited all your knowledge from some other person who earned it and did all the work for you. Strive to deeply understand how things work and come to your own conclusions. You can't do that with everything, so rank your focus based on order of importance. Learn deeply about the highest leverage institutions or systems, the ones most relevant to your survival or quality of life, perhaps to your vision of the future. Deeply understand these systems, and then make decisions based on your new enlightened state. It is a well-known fact in old school journalism that sourcing is important. Now, if sources are in lockstep, and you can't trust one because they seem to be compromised, you have to judge the quality of source as well as the quantity of total sources. If you can find sources of information that typically disagree with one another, yet happen to agree on a particular issue, then probability goes up significantly. Don't stop at the binary nature of most information sources. Free your mind of tribalism thinking, slave. Relieve yourself of being the good guy and return focus to the systems. If you find a tension point or agreement of two opposing sources, who is to say they are not pushing you to the same place intentionally? Understand the systems beneath, and you are protected from coordinated misinformation. Here's how to spot a mental slave. The person you're speaking to says a controversial statement that risks offending you and clearly indicates their ideological identity. You listen and respond by saying B, a controversial statement that risks offending the other person. This person then proceeds to say, "How dare you say that unacceptable thing? Did you not know? That's a banned topic, and we're not allowed to think about it. Voldemort must not be named." If the difficult conversation is off limits to you, you're a slave. If you can't challenge your own beliefs, you're a slave. If you can't ask questions, you're a slave. Slaves are at their superior's mercy, and their fates rest solely on the unshaken benevolence of their masters.